sure I shouldn't put my sunglasses on?
It is okay.
Do you know what it is? I feel like my eyes are mad swollen.
Wait, it's fine.
Basically, for the viewers, I've got hay fever and
Yeah.
I'm fucked.
Wait. Start again. Start again. Do count.
We can bleep.
No. We're just gonna go straight into
No, but we need to do an
No,
introduction,
no,
bro. What's wrong with you?
We're gonna go. This is the introduction.
Alright, fine, this is an introduction.
See, I told you we need.
Abz is just a bit of a control freak.
Not
He is.
me.
He is.
But,
Oh
no,
my days.
according
such
to
a
the
control
viewers,
freak.
yeah, you're the
Main character.
Listen,
main character.
the
You've got
main character. The main character's back. Right.
You're off.
The main character's back.
Who gassed him?
No.
I swear we did.
Who invited him back?
I swear we did an episode all by ourselves.
Exactly. Who
No.
invited him back?
These lot were crying without me last week.
You can. The door's over there.
But obviously, priorities, isn't it? Like, I'm a busy guy.
Well, your priority was football.
Kicking
Football's
a
a
football
priority.
around with poor technique.
Anyways, what's today's topic?
Not Abs, ease into it, bro. Just chill.
What do you mean ease into it, bro? I'm a
I
guy.
want to know how you are. I haven't actually spoken to Abs properly.
You know,
Speak to him every day. So
he's moving like someone's chasing him with a knife. Look,
Oh shit! Yeah, I'm proper on it. You know, like.
it's because he's excited.
Let's
You
go.
see, he's
Ready,
one of
set,
those
go.
weird guys that are really excited about today's topic.
No, I'm not even that excited.
but we're gonna get into that. Like, just make them
Just
wait.
easy.
But
man.
you wanna know how I am?
I want to know how you are.
I'm good still.
Yeah.
I'm not bad. Like
Going Turkey tomorrow.
Yeah.
I keep telling both of you, yeah, stop mentioning like time related stuff.
What the
'Cause
fuck?
We don't know
is
when
wrong
we're gonna
with you?
upload.
No one
so
mentioned time related stuff. You
just said you're going
absolute
Turkey
idiot.
tomorrow. Like,
Tomorrow. When's tomorrow?
Abram, you just came
Absolute
back from
idiot.
Turkey. How was it?
No, I'm in Turkey right now.
Abs has just
We're
come
all
back
in
from
Turkey. This is why
Yeah,
I'm sweating
exactly.
like a pig.
Fucking
Oh
Turkey.
my days. We can just keep this for the bloopers.
Don't really care if it's included.
I don't
to be
really
fair.
care.
But anyways,
Okay,
Steven,
guys.
how are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I haven't seen Abz in a while. And I miss him.
He literally saw me yesterday.
Yeah, that's fine.
He
I
sees
saw
me
you
on,
today.
He sees me on Zoom meetings every morning.
Look, okay,
Said
guys.
Zoom. Yeah. Right.
Anyways.
You lot don't use Zoom.
Hello, everyone. Today we're talking about conspiracy theories. We
Part 2.
no shit.
I'm just saying. Like in case people didn't see the first one, innit?
Look, it was a very popular episode amongst people we know and people we don't know, and on TikTok.
And it's
so
probably
we
just a fun episode
He's
to
chat.
record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
No, a lot of people were asking for a part 2. Abz has no friends, so he wouldn't
Yeah.
know.
I was
But
asking for a part.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Wait, you were asking for part 2?
Yeah.
What do you
Because
mean
do you know
were
what,
has
asking-
he
yeah.
enjoyed recording?
I did last time in the conspiracy video. I didn't talk about a conspiracy that's quite close to my heart.
Oh, wait, we're gonna jump straight into it.
No,
like
I'm
this.
joking. There's no,
That was the dumbest segue ever.
hey.
there's no
I hope.
conspiracy that's close to my heart.
Look, we need to edit. We need to edit the flashback of him saying that he doesn't believe in any conspiracy.
Okay, hold on.
He said it,
He
do you
did say
remember?
that. He did say that.
No. I believe in the alien one and the pyramid one.
No, you said you'd give it time.
Yeah, you actually
You
said
said
that.
you'd give it time.
You actually did say.
I mean,
You made us look like wackadoodles and
No,
said that you didn't believe in
innit?
any.
no, I
People
believe
really
I
thought
believe
I
that.
believed in these fucking reptile conspiracies. And
But you
that,
do.
I don't.
You do.
I don't.
You literally called the Queen a lizard the other day.
No, I didn't. I said.
He's such a guys. Don't believe him. He's
Well, yeah,
lying.
anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Yeah, we thought we'd just talk about this again. There's some. I thought we got really serious with the other one, and we got really carried away and started talking about lizards and mind control.
That was my favorite one, to be fair.
Yeah.
Reptilians.
Look, that conspiracy.
Yeah.
It's
that
just
was-
dumb, innit?
I like that one.
You know, the old footballer guy, David Icke. He's the one that came up with that conspiracy.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Really?
He went on like a talk channel. You know, like Jonathan Ross.
No, I'm sure that conspiracy is one. Like a lot of these
No, it was
conspiracies.
David
have
Icke
been-
who like started talking about it.
Yeah.
David Icke, he's called.
Cool. Well, let's get into one.
Oh, Pac-Man.
Pac-Man's
Yes.
back.
To be honest, he was a better fucking
I
third member than you.
Ray's pretty jealous right now.
Pac-Man, yeah.
Pac-Man.
You know that's low-key racism.
Yeah, I literally said
Oh
that.
my fuck.
We replaced the Pakistani with Pac-Man.
Yeah, man.
Bro,
Which is
that is
very-
mad.
Very racist. Steven's one that
It was
did
just there. We don't own this.
Huh?
We don't own the Pac-Man.
No one owns Pac-Man. That's very like that's like slavery, bro. What the fuck?
What?
Man said he.
Okay, Abz.
Like he's not a prostitute or a fucking. What are you trying to say?
Anyways,
Oh my
anyways, what is
fuck.
going on? Anyways, listen. um, listen, all I heard.
Oh no.
You know what I mean? Like he said, no one owns him. Like, of course,
Okay,
We
Abs,
of course we don't own him. I hope
It's
we
a
don't
fucking
own him.
toy.
The fuck,
But anyways,
you can't
um,
own a.
Anyways.
You can't own a
moving
person.
on. So, where do you want to start? What's one conspiracy you want to talk about today?
Okay. One I wanted to talk about a lot last time was 9/11. Like the whole thing about 9/11.
You really have
Are you
to
looking
work
at
on your
me?
delivery. The way you drop these bombshells.
What? What do you mean?
9/11. AIDS.
Oh my days! Do you remember that one? AIDS.
No, yeah, you've got to drop the. You got to drop.
No.
the topic
So,
like
guys,
that.
I wanted to discuss the events of 9/11, not 9/11.
That's how you draw them in.
No, so basically,
You don't get it.
9/11.
Showmanship.
9/11 was an inside job. But obviously, do you know what? This is a bait one. I feel like everyone's heard this conspiracy 50,000 times before. I feel like most people actually believe this theory because of all the proof. I feel like it's more than a
Sorry?
theory.
All the
What?
proof.
Bro, there's actually like, I swear
There's
there's,
no
actual.
proof.
No,
There's no
okay, cool.
proof.
Not proof, but like, I feel like the blatant like explanation that there is for how the buildings collapse. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I swear, like there's like, well, there is these architects that have like obviously analyzed like how something to do with like if a plane like that and or you know kind of was shot into the building like that, the whole like structure of the building wouldn't just collapse the way it did. Because there's like metal and there's like certain metal steel frames that obviously hold a building together. You would need fire at an extreme heat in order to like crush.
About that, I was reading this one article that was actually talking about what you just said.
Yeah.
How basically they said that the reason it collapsed.
I don't know
like
the
that-
facts, but
Yeah, so the
something
reason
along those
so
lines.
the kind of whole story behind it, like the government led story for it,
Yeah.
is that the plane hit the building and it melted the engine, the fucking fuel. I forgot the word there. The fuel for the
And
plane
they cause explosions, basically.
melted the structural frames, like the inside bit.
But that quickly,
The
though.
core of it, yeah. So that's the official statement. But there's like scientists and stuff who said that fuel doesn't burn that hot for the core of the building to like just melt off like that.
Yeah, that's weird.
Because obviously fuel will be the one, the aeroplane fuel is what's causing the flames.
Yeah.
But if it doesn't burn as like hot as the melting point of the metal.
I mean,
It
to
was an
be
inside
fair,
job.
the whole thing around that is just
and if you
and
look at the
everything that followed that
Yeah.
as well, like
I have a question. So, in the official reports, who was behind it?
Al Qaeda, isn't it?
Yeah. So, led by Bin Laden.
Bin Laden.
Yeah.
Why are you looking at me hands?
No. Hold on. Was he not trained by the US?
CIA.
Yeah.
CIA.
He was trained by the US.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
The CIA.
Yeah. Paid for his weapons, trained him.
Because they used, they used him
Interesting.
to control the Taliban or something, wasn't it? Or
Something like
or
that.
something. Basically, they used him to get into Afghanistan. And
So he was either
gave
double
training.
agent. So he was either a triple agent,
yeah,
as in like he was pretending to betray Al Qaeda by working with them, but then pretending to work for them, to then actually help Al Qaeda.
I get what you mean.
Do you know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? So
Like undercover,
yeah, they sent
To
him in
cover the
undercover,
under.
cover the.
and then
Under.
obviously he
Yeah,
took
yeah,
over,
yeah.
and
see what I'm saying?
yeah.
That's
And-
mad. I didn't know that, which
Yeah.
kind of adds.
I don't
a
know
bit more
if that's
to,
exactly the story though, but he's definitely CIA trained him.
So basically, what I'm hearing is
It
that
was an inside job.
the
And then they
yeah.
blamed it on a terrorist group,
Yeah.
which
But why was it an inside job though? Why do you think they did it? Like, what
The
did they
thing
gain
is,
from
this is a whole different story. I didn't come here to talk about this.
Actually-
today, but
No, but this is the politics behind it. Like,
yeah, the whole political side behind it.
Yeah.
Obviously, okay, cool. Obviously, I don't know. Like, obviously, I was alive when 9/11 happened, but obviously, I was young,
Yeah.
so I don't know like the whole political situation. What?
you reckon, yeah?
I
You
was
reckon?
saying-
I don't know the whole political situation at the time. Anyways, I'm waffling. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that obviously a lot of people are saying that obviously Islam at the time was a very like fast-growing religion.
But
And it
Islam's,
was
always
basically
been a fast growing.
it's basically
it's at that point. Why did they specifically do it then?
well
know-
that was a massive
I
turn
think
of
I know
events
why.
in terms of it caused a lot of like anti or Islamophobic basically like behavior like massively after that happened in all countries. Like women were having their hijabs teared off their heads. There was just open Islamophobia like
That's really sad.
publicly in media outlets,
The
all
thing
of
is,
that stuff.
all of this happened like
Because obviously like the whole thing of Al Qaeda was that it was done in the name of like, you know, the religion. So
You know what? I saw something. Don't take this in a funny way. But I was watching Family Guy, right? And so one of the characters gets in his time machine, does whatever he does, and then he tells himself in the past about the 9/11. And essentially what then happens is when he comes back to the future, things are completely different. Because George W.
I've seen
Bush,
this.
yeah, because George W. Bush couldn't use the 9/11 as a fear tactic to win the election. So although it goes off in a bit of a stupid
I
like,
get it.
thing,
the episode
I
five.
think that the reason why it was an inside job
Yeah.
was because the president or the candidate George
For
Bush,
re-election.
for re-election, might have used that.
But out of all the fucking things you can do to get re-elected, you decide to do that. You really think it's down to just re-election?
They killed JFK. Look, the government does some weird stuff, man.
But you know what's mad? You know what happened?
I find that hard
No, but
to
you know,
believe, man.
do you know what happened straight after? Like
The thing is, yeah,
No, sir.
who do you think like? Do you actually think like? And this might me be a mad naive, yeah, but do you actually think like the actual president of a country who claims to, like, these people get into politics or get into these positions to be a president? Like, do you really think they gave the call to like, you know, destroy the Twin Towers?
I don't think it's anything to do with them. I think there's a higher power, a secret society.
No,
No,
Right,
That's
now
a
we're
whole
talking,
different conspiracy.
yeah.
But yeah, go on.
no, but
We have to
that's
talk
all.
about conspiracy.
That's all connected. Like,
So do you believe in that? Like,
No, what do you-
no, I don't
Right.
know if I do, but if that's true, if it was an inside job,
Yeah.
then it can't be a president, a guy that was born into
No,
a
but it's-
family, and
Yeah,
you know, there's
we're
a
not-
secret
we're not saying-
society that
I'm-
wants to
but
influence.
I don't think
things.
it is. It's not the president. What
But do you think that secret society is linked to the president? There must be.
No,
'cause
but
the,
those are
the
two different
president,
conspiracies,
the president of the United States is
Is a person of high influence.
the most powerful person in the world.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? In terms of position,
Basically.
in terms of the, like, especially maybe at that time, maybe now you've got other superpowers that arguably are a bit more influential, maybe like Putin, whatnot. I don't know. But
I don't think they do.
to
things
be
like-
fair, I wouldn't. That makes more sense to me than it being the U.S. government causing all of that stuff. Like, I find it like, I don't know. It's a weird thought. Like, I just feel like it doesn't make too much sense to me.
But you know what's mad though? After the 9/11 attack, the next big kind of event that happened was America invading Iraq, which is literally 2 years after.
Yep.
And don't you think that's a bit weird? Like, they got like American people to see like Arabs and like terrorists and like people who of that, like, from that part of the world. They put that fear into them using 9/11.
They had to create,
Maybe.
they had
Then-
to create a problem to have an excuse to then
to do it,
invade,
yeah,
to
or
solve a problem.
or put it in. To be honest, they done this in the 70s and 80s. Like, they made like the American people think that Russians are like evil, horrible, like all the villains in movies.
I mean, that's kind of what they're
Russian.
doing now.
And that's what they're doing now.
Well, they're not
Like,
completely
the
wrong,
new villain is Arab, like the Arab people, like someone from the Middle East. And I feel like they've put from 9/11, they've put that in their head, like the public's head.
Right.
And when they invaded Iraq, people weren't against it. Like the people of America, like they didn't say, "Oh, why we invading like Iraq for no reason?" Like, but it must be because look at those people. They're the ones that did 9/11. Like, you get me? It's that psychological thing of getting the American people thinking that
They're the
Middle Eastern
enemy.
people negative. So,
But then it also gives them ammunition to actually invade those countries and not have any backlash.
yeah,
Stuff
exactly.
like that.
Yeah,
I think
we've been
I think
attacked,
it's
so
a bit
we
harder
should-
now
we
with
should-
social media and people like. If Russia was trying to look like the good guy, it was very hard because social media has just shown a completely different story. Like if there was any point where Russia was doing it to make it seem like they were doing it for the greater good, everything that's come, no, everything coming in support of Russia, actual videos of people dying and things happening, is just showing that Russia's not doing a good thing here. Does that make sense?
Talking about right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a whole different type of conversation. To
Yeah.
be fair, maybe
But
maybe
just-
maybe
yeah.
maybe it'll be.
We're gone off on a tangent now, anyway.
Yeah.
But like 9/11 being an inside job, that's definitely something that's plausible. Like it does make sense. It could happen. That could be something that could have happened.
I feel like I said, that's a lot more of a that's more of a conspiracy that I feel like there's more weight to it. Obviously, it's a bit more of a serious type of conspiracy because it involves like
People's
such
families.
big consequences in terms of like it affects as a whole, whole religion because of like what it kind of done. And also not even just that, like it affected a lot of people who look like Arabs as well, like Asians and whatnot. So yeah, man, it's fucked. It created a lot of hate, which I feel like again was one of the reasons. Maybe they had political agendas like the invasion of Iraq that happened a couple of years later, or whatever it was at the time in terms of re-elections. But I definitely think it may have something to do with creating a hate for, those type of people, because obviously they push that agenda of like, a lot of like Islamophobic propaganda, like following that. So that's my thing on that. But I've got another conspiracy actually.
Go on.
Which is like a bit more of a light-hearted one.
I really know
But
what's
this one I've heard before, yeah. Like someone actually explained this to me. And have you not heard of like the Hollow Earth theory?
Oh, yeah.
This one's mad though.
You're gonna have to educate me.
This and Flat Earth are my two like favorite.
So Flat Earth you can go on to next because I want to hear that. But so the Hollow Earth theory, and you know what? It's mad because again, there's a lot of like question marks where it creates you to think about things a lot. So basically,
Because we don't know.
the thing is, there's a lot of like different parts to this theory. So I'll start off like at the basic, or the basis of it, which is just the fact that like, you know how in geography and that you learn like the Earth has its core, and then it has these the mantle, like the inner core, the outer core, the crust, like how the composition of the Earth basically. It basically questions that essentially. So like, apparently, the furthest that humans have dug, kind of into the ground, into the Earth,
Didn't surpass the crust.
is 8 miles, and they couldn't go deeper than that because it was too hot. Yeah. Secondly, humans can't go that far underwater either, and they don't even know what's below the ocean. They have no clue.
So
they don't know.
Yeah, so
at
the
all.
Mariana Trench, obviously there's different parts of the ocean, innit?
Yeah.
Certain parts are shallow, certain parts are deep.
The
So
Mariana
the deepest
Trench
part
is
is the
deepest.
Mariana
Exactly. So
Trench.
no one knows what is beyond that. Basically, what they're saying is this composition of the Earth that we were taught, is that really what it is? So there's a theory that basically explains or like is pushing a belief of like there's a whole the Earth is hollow, basically. That there's not a core in the middle of the Earth, and that the Earth is hollow. So beyond that beyond like the inner Earth, there's another world within the Earth.
Right.
That could be like, you know, some people say that there's giants living there. Some people say that there's a whole different like super race that lives within this lives in this like hollow like Earth, basically. And there was actually someone, so they basically believe that there's two entrances to get to this new world, and they're at the poles of the Earth, so the South Pole and the North Pole. And they're people that there's one person in particular in like the 1940s or whatever, I think it's like 1947, he flew a plane into like this entrance looking thing in the North Pole, and he said that he claimed that he went into this other reality, and you know, it was like a completely different type of world. It was like futuristic. There were these vehicles that were flying from one end to the other. So there's basically a world like within the Earth, basically. And then obviously there's another entrance at the South Pole, and it also could explain why, like, bro, these planes, they just go fucking disappearing. Like, they go over a certain point, and then they're just gone, disappeared off the face of the Earth as well. So there's that.
Let me debunk this.
Go on in.
What if that's the case? Yeah, if all of this.
By the way, I don't
believe
this. But
yeah, I'm just saying, like, I'm just be the devil.
He's just giving it time.
Giving it time.
And the next week he comes out saying he believes it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he did give it time, but yeah. Anyways, if this is such a big thing and it's real, yeah, why don't people go and explore it and take pictures of it? Why isn't it public knowledge? Why isn't it like a big deal? Everyone knows.
True point.
Like, are they saying that people are hiding this fact?
Yeah. So
but why would they hide the fact?
So apparently, when that guy came back, obviously they shut him up, and he was making all these claims.
But why?
Bro, there's a lot of things that we're not made aware of. Like, the same exact thing can be said about, like,
aliens and that. I know.
Bro, you know, yeah.
I know what you mean.
To add to that, you know, people like these scientists and these people who research like the Earth and space and whatnot. Bro, people know more about the composition of the moon than they do the composition of the Earth.
Yeah.
So you don't like, humans haven't been able to find out like much about the Earth's composition. So there's a lot of question marks about what it could just be a core, like a mini, like a mini sun, whatever, like in the middle of the Earth, or it could be, bro, it could be hollow, like it could be fucking giants. We could be living on the shoulders of giants. Like,
I don't know, but I've never agreed with like the hollow Earth or flat Earth. Like, I just logically can't make it make sense.
I think obviously, like,
thing,
I'm giving a very brief overview
Yeah.
of the theory in it, so maybe there's people who have a lot more like facts to give, but
like,
Here's the thing. Yeah. You look at, have you been to the center of the Earth?
no, that's silly.
I'm not saying it's real.
Yeah, no,
but there's no way of proving it wrong either.
No, what you're saying is it's not falsifiable. That's the problem with all of these theories. Like, it's not. That's with a lot of stuff.
I mean, some of them are.
A lot of stuff is it's not falsifiable. Like, if someone claims something,
Actually, some of them quite easily, to be fair. This one is just one that.
No, but it's like moving. Like, this is exactly the same as flat Earth. Like, a lot of the stuff that they say, you can't falsify it. You can't say that. Oh yeah, we can show you that's wrong.
I mean, the flat Earth thing, I'll be honest with you, I actually don't know much about.
They would just say that they don't. But basically, the theory is that the Earth isn't round.
Yeah, obviously, I've got that.
Yeah, and the sun isn't like, I think it's like 12 million kilometers away. The sun, but instead it's like only like 1,000 or 2,000 kilometers away from us. So it's right next to us, basically, and that it's a round disc and not a ball as well. Same with the moon, and they basically say the moon and the sun go across the Earth, and then come back across the Earth. That's how night and day happens, not because the Earth is spinning around like its axis.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. No.
What do you mean? Does it make sense?
It all sounds like bullshit.
No, I'm
like
telling you,
some like the flat Earth
that's
one
what the
is
theory is.
so weird.
Yeah, but what's the like? But like, what's the logic behind it? Like,
there's no logic behind.
no. I said like, what's the explanation behind the theory? You don't know?
That is the explanation. It's literally they believe the Earth is flat, and that.
Yeah, but on what basis?
Bro, that's their basis. They just believe that.
You'll fall off the edge if you.
Yeah, that's another thing they believe. Yeah, if you keep walking, like no, that's not true. Actually, they believe there's an ice like wall at the edge of the Earth.
Oh my!
Like an ice.
fucking
So
God.
that basically where Antarctica is, like it's an ice wall and you can't climb over it. Yeah.
If you look at the IP address of where this
Silence.
theory was founded, it'll take
Bro,
you back
do you
to
know how
psychiatric
big of a
wards.
theory it is?
Yeah, no,
It's not even a small
don't.
theory.
The thing is, there's actually people that
I know
Couldn't
someone
believe it,
who's
yeah.
a flat earther.
I
I know
yeah.
someone who's genuinely a flat earther.
I apologize.
I
Name
can't-
and shame.
I'm not gonna name and shame. You don't know him anyway.
I apologize, guys. If you believe the Earth is flat, then.
The thing
Anyways,
is, nah, this is the issue. Now.
no. Okay,
This is the issue.
Steven's disrespectful.
We can't.
no,
Listen.
you didn't let me finish.
I'll give it. I'll give it. I'll give it time.
No, you
What do you
won't.
mean you give it time? All right, that's
Stop
bullshit.
lying.
I'm
Yeah.
No,
open.
flat
I'm
Earth,
open to
I'm
hearing.
not even trying to disrespect like flat earthers.
We're not, guys. I
But
promise you, we're not.
it is a theory that I can't get my mind
Hand
around.
is
Like,
getting mad swollen.
I don't understand why they would do that. Like, what is the benefit of like hiding the fact that the Earth's flat?
That's a good point. Why would
Hey,
they
you
say?
get
It's
me?
like, why would they say that the Earth's round and the Earth orbits the sun? Like, there's no political
especially
agenda
like
around that.
especially like
Or any
scientists and
agenda,
people
really.
who are in the space stations, they can see that the Earth is like curving away from them. So you're saying all of them are lying, and
Yeah.
it's crazy. It's crazy to me. Even on an aeroplane, like you can go. You know what they think? Oh my god, this is one of the craziest parts of the theory. Yeah, they think when you're on an aeroplane, yeah, and you can see the horizon, you can see the curvature of the Earth in it. Where looking out the window in an aeroplane, yes, you can. Trust me.
Yeah, you can.
You probably never noticed, but trust me, you can. You can.
I
proper
just see
the
blue
Earth.
sky and clouds.
You can see the curvature of the Earth, bro.
Yeah.
Like when you see landmass, you can see it.
Mm.
But they believe the windows on the aeroplanes are shaped in a way that makes the ground looks curved, and that's why aeroplane windows are like that.
I'm really trying here. I'm really, really trying here.
You think it's a reach, a massive reach, basically?
Bro, that's not a reach. That's a fucking like you get a fucking pole or something and touch it. That's what it is. It's fucking so far out.
Interesting. I feel like we need a flat earther to come on and explain.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not offending flat earthers. I think you know what. It's a valid theory. I mean,
I can't lie.
We
some of the
can't prove
stuff
we can't
that
prove we
I've
can't prove that
read
that's
about
wrong.
it Is a bit like out there.
Loopy.
If they can, if they
Wrong word.
if flat earthers can tell me like genuine like stuff about the theory where this is why like that's fake. So like you can like stuff like shadows and that. How did they explain that?
I was watching something on TikTok. It was a guy, a flat earther, trying to prove that light. So if the Earth is flat, so essentially what the guy was doing is he was shining light through two sort of little block things, and there was a hole in each of them. The guy was on one side, and then the light they were reflecting was on the other side.
Yeah.
So it would have been at 15. If the Earth is flat, he would have been shining the light at a 15-degree angle. But if the Earth was not flat, he would be shining it at a 21-degree angle. And I think what he did was it wasn't reflecting when he was like straight ahead. But then when he moved back, so basically proving that the Earth is round because it was at 21 degrees instead of 15 just by moving back.
Yeah.
The light reflected straight through it. And then
I
the
feel
guy...
like people spend too much time doing things that are just stupid.
This is
Like-
like you pay money for cameras, materials to prove this.
Bro, like, I'll be honest with you, and this is just me being 100% honest. I don't even give a fuck if it's round or flat. Like, it does not, but it's not gonna. I mean,
but you know what the thing is that their issue isn't fact that it's round.
No, I get it. It's a fact that
they believe that people are controlling us in terms of like they're trying.
Oh
to
yeah, 100%.
control what we see, what we. That's them. That's
100%.
Yeah, tying into that actually.
100%.
Have you guys seen them? That theory where apparently you see them lines on the sky.
Chemtrails.
Yeah.
Chemtrails. Yeah.
Apparently, it's
that's a mad theory.
it's some mind controlling dust that is dropped
Basically,
on us.
you know, airplanes
To control us.
When airplanes fly like overhead, like they release the condensation from their engine in it as they go through like clouds and like light air and stuff. But this theory basically says that's not like condensation. It's basically
Okay,
like,
that's
basically mind control.
yeah.
spray.
That stuff I flat out just think stupidity.
Why not?
But how do you know?
I don't think.
Like,
no.
how do we know?
How do you know?
I
we don't know what the government and stuff.
No, I think 100% we're controlled massively, but that's purely just down to like the fact that like the governments of the world and certain people in power, maybe these secret societies that Steven referred to earlier, like I feel like everything's massively censored and we're only made aware of things that they want us to know.
Could also be why the media just shows what they want and dictates what we see and how they portray certain races and certain things in a different way to others.
Yeah, I think on that sense, like, we're everything we see and are like exposed to a certain extent is controlled. But I don't think that they're dropping dust on us to control our minds.
Well,
I feel like
how do you know they're
I feel like these are
What control?
if there's a conspiracy theory about phones and all of that shit.
Well, do you remember there was a conspiracy theory that the FBI was tracking you? Turns out cookies do track you.
Okay, I mean that's obvious. We know we're
That's
being
back in the
tracked
day.
by this.
Yeah, but that used to be a conspiracy theory. Do you see what I'm saying? So
As in it got proved correct.
Ooh, what about this one?
Australia's not real.
Okay, you mentioned that before, and I want.
No, do you know what it is? Me and Steven just say this as a joke in the office because we saw a TikTok of
believes it.
Specs
He believes it.
say that Australia is not real, and I just find it
Go on,
hilarious.
explain the theory.
So
So you made this theory up. This is your theory.
no.
No. This is an actual theory, by the way.
it?
This is a legit theory that has been. Is there something on my face?
No.
Oh,
No, but
sorry.
oh my.
This
days.
is a no, bro. I can see something.
My
in
guy,
the camera.
my guy's catching ants.
Bro, I can see something on the camera. Okay.
All right, let me read what's going on.
What Australia's?
No, listen. So the Australia is not real thing, yeah.
Oh,
That's
what
an
was it?
actual. That's I'm not explaining it. I'm just saying that's an actual theory that someone has collated and put together.
Collated.
And I'll let Steven explain because I feel like he's quite. passionate.
Australia's not real. It's a hoax, made for us to believe that Britain moved over their criminals to some place. In reality, all of these criminals were loaded off the ships into the waters, drowning before they could see land ever again. It's a cover-up for one of the greatest mass murderers in history, made by one of the most prominent empires. Australia does not exist. All things you call proof are actually well-fabricated lies and documents made by the leading governments of the world.
Hold
Your
on.
Australian friend? They're all actors and computer-generated personas.
It's
Part of the
it's
plot
one of those.
to trick the world. If you think you've ever been to Australia, you're terribly wrong.
Oh, shit.
The plane
They're not
pilots are
being
all
serious.
in on
It's
this
just- they're just checking.
and have all in actuality flown you to islands close nearby, or in some cases parts of South America like Chile, where they have cleared spaces and hide access to
Steven,
act out as real
you
Australians.
should have just explained this in your own words. That has just ruined the fucking theory.
Yeah, you've ruined the theory.
You do know this, guys. By the way, I'm reading the original Facebook post that started this hoax.
Is it?
Theory. Oh, right.
You know what?
I
Yeah.
went to the source.
I mean, I've heard the very simplified version of that. I didn't realize that people actually believe that. But I've heard that. I've heard.
It's a joke, bruv. It's definitely a joke.
No, but
Yeah,
then-
it's a joke. It's
People
a,
don't
it's a
believe
funny
that.
one.
You can't. tell
No,
people
but
believe
there's
that.
some conspiracy theories there that started out as a joke, and then once people start digging, and then find out that Liam
Bro, how
Hemsworth
can you
is
say
British with an accent.
Australia is not real though? Bro, I'm not giving this time, bro. Move on.
No, we don't.
I'm not gonna lie, we gave it about an hour in the office. I can't.
Yeah, we
I
did.
don't
It
wanna
was
hear
funny.
that.
It was funny. Do you know, it was funny then, but I feel like that post has ruined it for me.
Yeah,
Really?
that post
Okay,
ruined it.
I'm glad we debunked it by the thing.
Yeah.
That was the
started it.
dumbest fucking debunk as well. He was explaining it and he debunked it as he was explaining.
Bro, it was when he started
No.
saying that they're computer generated and all that bollocks.
Yeah.
That's a hard.
Alright, anyways,
Hard pass.
the moon landing was faked.
It was.
I
Move on.
can give this one a lot of time.
You know what? I've heard this one so many times and I probably believe it, but I just don't know what it is.
You don't. What do you mean you don't know what it is?
As in, obviously the moon landing is fake, but
It
like,
was
why?
just a show.
Okay, so
It was
Oh,
so
the show.
It put it
for
on
this
the show
year-
for someone.
no.
Russ.
For this
But
theory,
surely they can do it now.
no, to understand this theory. No, listen.
They've done it since, haven't they? It's
Yeah.
like bare
No,
people
no,
to do it.
that's the thing. Let me explain. So, for this theory to work, you need to understand that the time period, isn't it? At that time, it was the height of the Cold War. So 1969, like Vietnam, like that period, Russia and America were literally at each other.
Yeah, it's just
Like,
mad
they were
propaganda.
competing
Yeah,
against
yeah.
each other for everything.
To be the biggest superpower.
Everything was just competing.
Like
So-
one had to be better than the other.
Yeah.
That's essentially what
So-
it was.
At that time, they were doing the space race as well. So they were basically trying to win the space race, which is basically who can get into space first out of like these two superpowers. So Russia actually beat them to it. Russia went into space first. A cosmonaut, so their version of astronauts is cosmonauts. A cosmonaut called Yuri Gagarin. He's the first ever man to be in space. So obviously, the moon stuff we'll get to. So he's the first person to ever get into space. So already America is behind in their eyes. Like we're losing to Russia in this space race. So then, literally like maybe a year later, America suddenly has landed on the moon. Someone who was so far behind Russia, who's got to space, America was struggling to get like people into space, and all of a sudden they've got a man on the moon. A couple years later, and
So basically, they cheated a dick swinging contest.
yeah,
That-
basically
that's what it is.
And they faked it.
They felt
to
threatened.
to show like the world that like Russia got someone.
But
into
obviously,
space.
since
we
then,
got someone into the
obviously
onto the moon.
since then, like,
No,
So
but that's
basically,
another thing,
Neil
though.
Armstrong-
Since then, no one's actually went to the moon.
haven't they?
That's the theory. Like I'm not.
Yeah,
too
I think the last time someone was in the
because
on
they
the moon-
stopped sending people to the moon after the first couple of times, and they basically said, oh, it's not like financially, like it's not good for the economy to like to do the space like thing.
1972 was the final mission.
But but did they land there though? That's
Yeah,
the thing.
the final moon landing mission.
But could that have been faked as well then?
Anything could have been faked. All of it could have been faked. None of it could have been faked.
Fair enough.
Who knows?
So Neil Armstrong weren't the first man to go to the moon, basically.
The theory basically says that no one's been to the moon.
Yeah.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, no one.
Mm.
And
But then
they're
what's-
basically saying also the flag that they put on the moon, it was moving. Like it was like it looked like it was like moving in the
But it's a vacuum. There's no
wind, but
atmosphere.
space is a vacuum. There's no like air.
Oh.
Also like the shadows as well. Like I think Neil Armstrong's shadow was going one way, and the flag's shadow originally was going another way. So if space only has one light source, which is the sun. So where was the other light source for the shadow to be going the other way?
That's crazy.
So like shit like
Going
that.
to the moon must be lit, though.
Yo. But then if you think about it, so that was all fake. But then Elon Musk just jumped like 3
Literally, I was
steps.
just
But
thinking that.
But look at the year though.
No, but that doesn't matter. So he's just jumped 3 steps, and all of a sudden he wants to go to Mars. And
No, but
pop
you
a
don't
water bubble
understand,
or
bro.
something.
This was 1969. Like, do you know how big computers were? Like, a computer would need like a whole building for it to work. Like, do you get what I mean? Like, this wasn't like the normal computers.
Obviously.
Like, they had
remember
like
floppy
rooms
disks?
worth of computers.
Yeah.
So how were they getting someone from here to the moon with just that much like computing power? Like, it's not possible. Like, you're saying Elon Musk done it, or like he's doing it now. That's literally 40 years since 50 years, and we've had so much technological like advances since then. So how are they doing it back then? And it took Elon Musk this long, or someone like Elon Musk this long, to do the same.
Yeah, but he wants to go to space for what? Like leisure.
Yeah.
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 And if shit
alright,
hits
bro.
the fan.
But don't you think it's mad though? Like, the fact that it was that long ago, like,
Yeah. No, it's
Yeah.
mad. To be
Super.
fair, that one probably.
I fully believe in that. You know,
It sits. In
You
the,
believe in
it
that
sits
I,
in the,
I believe in it.
I
Yeah.
think it sits in the plausible list.
Like I feel like I think people have gone to space, like people like the astronauts on the space station, stuff like that. People have gone to space, but I just think 1969 that was fake. Like people have been to the moon maybe afterwards, or people have been to the moon like since, but that specific moon landing is, I don't think Neil Armstrong's the first man on the moon. Basically,
That's mad. I mean, I bet it was a Russian that came up with that theory, but you know,
Probably.
it
Yeah.
was Americans actually.
Or Abz,
Yeah.
because he's been screaming my ear off from
Yeah,
how passionate he is about it.
maybe.
But
I came up with a theory.
who knows? Were you born in 1969?
What about this one?
Do you know what? There's one.
Go on.
But actually, no, give yours first.
Princess Diana's death.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I know this
Was
one.
it an accident?
I believe in this one, 100%.
You believe in it?
100%.
I careful what you say. Careful.
See, this guy, yeah, he wants to talk about it. He's itching to talk about it. He's
This is-
itching.
To be
This is close
fair,
to-
But he
listen,
wouldn't let me say anything
is close
about
to home.
bloody bank holidays from the Jubilee. But,
No.
but he wants to talk about this.
listen.
Fine.
No,
No,
we're
no,
doing
no.
Let's go. We're doing it. Let's go.
We're doing it.
What?
We cannot
the
get
thing-
Wait, we're
cancelled.
doing what?
We will not get cancelled. Freedom of speech.
Yeah, because you know what? Yeah, I mean, I just think it's obvious. Like that's the thing. Like for example, the royal family, bro, they're dodge, man. They've done worse than that. And it's, I swear she was with she was a
Muslim man.
Pakistani guy,
It was a Muslim man.
It was Egyptian.
Egyptian.
His dad owned Harrods.
Yeah, him. Yeah, and she died in a car crash with him in it,
Yeah, he was
in a tunnel in Paris.
He died as well.
He died as well.
Oh, that's sad. Yeah, but the family's just shrouded in that. It can't be a coincidence that your younger son, who has been somewhat rebellious, somewhat has been on front pages of newspapers and magazines for doing things his own way, kind of left the family because he didn't want. He knows obviously
What they're capable of. Basically.
Yeah,
To be fair, I don't want to get into like royal family like drama and that in it because that's just
one day we.
boring. But
I feel like there's stuff.
no, listen, the royal family and like the whole monarch, like that's a whole different type of conversation.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I just think
Their track record's not good though. It's just they're people like us. Do you know what I mean? That just
People like
gets
us?
the tax money and well, they're humans, aren't they? They're
Are they?
They're humans. Like, yeah,
reptilians. Listen, the queen ain't.
look, the Queen's a lizard, okay? But we can't know this, so let's not talk about.
Don't know
it.
what happens in that palace,
Yeah, we don't.
but
Who wipes the Queen's bum? Is it her or is it a servant?
saying that though, the guy that broke into Buckingham Palace.
Are you talking about when she was healthy as well?
I don't know. Does she wear a nappy now?
Wow,
We should not be
We're
saying
talking
that.
about an old lady here, Stephen.
Well, no, he's talking about the queen, the monarch of this country that we live in.
All right,
You want to get fucking?
I didn't say her name
You want to get
once.
arrested, bruv?
I did not say her name once.
Listen, this podcast is going to be stopped from going viral because we're
Because Stephen.
dissing our
cussing
But
out
you
the
know what
queen.
though? We have to stay.
No. It's a joke. We're joking. It's
Oh,
you
all
know,
I've done is joking.
Queen Elizabeth. We love you. Thank you for taking our tax money, and I'm just so happy that your palace is so big.
Oh, do you lot know about the QAnon conspiracy?
So sorry, what now?
QAnon.
Quanon.
No, it's Q.
Quanon.
So basically,
Con.
it's a Trump related conspiracy basically. So
Go on, my son.
so the theory is, so QAnon is like a it's like a private kind of website, or like this person on the internet, like a hacker or something, who has been exposing people, so pedophile rings,
Right.
like in America. So the theory is like it goes to like all the whole Jeffrey Epstein thing as well. So basically, the theory is the powerful people in in the White House and stuff, like Hillary Clinton, like when she was running for president.
Yeah.
Like all of those people, anyone who's opposed to Trump, they're basically part of a paedophile ring.
What?
Like
I
they basically what the theory is that they sacrifice children and like drink their blood.
What the fuck? And they're opposed to Trump.
So no, it's the opposed. Trump is trying to stop these people. Basically, that's what the theory is.
What the fuck?
So
Yeah.
Trump's a good guy.
So Trump's the good guy. He's trying to save America from these pedophiles and like that. Like there was like whole protests of
So
like
the
people
guy that-
saying
sorry.
stop the pedophiles, like blah blah blah.
So the guy
Trump
that
is
groped
right.
a woman is low-key our savior.
Yeah, that's basically what the theory is. QAnon, he basically was exposing Hillary Clinton and
But he
all
didn't.
the
But he didn't. He hasn't said anything about it.
who
Trump.
Yes, he has. He got asked in an interview, like in a press thing. He got asked like, "Oh, these people who are QAnon, like his followers, like saying you're saving America from pedophiles." He was like, "I mean, isn't that a good thing then? Like, if I'm saving."
Obviously, he's not gonna.
No,
he's
he's gonna milk that.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. But what I'm saying,
He's not gonna want to lose them as supporters.
yeah, of
He's,
course.
he's just a weird-looking
So
orange.
he
He's gonna milk
knows about it.
everything he
My
can.
point is he knows about this theory and like he supports the theory basically. But yeah, that's basically the thing.
No, I wouldn't take it as he supports it. I'll take it as someone says something good about him. Oh yeah, it's come my way because I need it.
Yeah, but that's the theory basically. Like
Yeah,
there's-
no, that sounds like pure.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, fuck knows. But
thing is,
I'd rather
people were saying Trump supporters were so like
Passionate.
they were so passionate and they wanted to defend Trump from all the racism, the fucking groping women,
Yeah.
all of that stuff. They wanted to protect him so much and defend him so much that they created this
oh,
whole
probably.
theory to like
Well, to be fair,
to
well,
justify his actions and
Yeah.
that.
I mean, while we're on the subject of orangutans, I think,
Bro,
I wanted
he killed you.
I wanted Ray to talk about one that he mentioned to me about sea monkeys and mermaids.
No.
What?
No. Yeah, mermaids, bro.
Mermaids.
Listen,
You think mermaids are real?
No. Listen, what I'm saying is that there's some.
They might be.
There's some aquatic. Is that the word? Aquatic.
You said it wrong.
Aquatic.
Shut up.
No, it's
Ray,
There's
go on.
some
It's
underwater.
It's aquatic.
It's aquatic.
Aquatic.
Okay, there are some creatures that live under the world, like
Under the sea.
under the world, under the sea base.
Hey,
Sorry,
Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
Listen.
Dun.
there's definitely something like that. Maybe not an actual like mermaid, how we think mermaids are, like half woman, half fish.
Yeah.
But they're like probably some
Fish with
freaky
arms.
looking.
I find, yeah, man. Have you seen them fishes with we spoke about it in the Phobias video, the fish that have that little
Oh,
lamp.
the light.
Basically, what I'm saying is,
Bro.
I just think there's some mad underwater creatures that have not been discovered yet.
Let me
So
tell you
think
something.
mermaids
Yeah,
could be one of them.
yeah, 100%.
Basically, fish.
Hit-
A mermaid, but it doesn't have to be a human. It could be a fish with arms.
Yeah, but do you know what it
Exactly.
is?
Something
Hold
like
on.
that. And long hair.
Do
Yeah.
you know what it is?
Hair.
Yeah.
Or
A
not,
fish with hair.
not hair.
Let's
sorry.
let's all remember.
I
Yeah,
don't-
NASA.
maybe hair.
NASA actually
Maybe.
started as a sea exploration organization.
I heard about this. Is this actually true?
Well,
Apparently.
it seems to be.
Let me see.
Listen, this is what I was saying. Like, there's so much of the sea that is just completely
I
undiscovered.
think it's
Like,
only 5% that's been discovered. 5%.
there is definitely a whole load of stuff in the deep sea that we don't know about, and it's probably just mad scary. Like,
Yeah.
but
NASA probably discovered like 5% of it, and it was like, you know,
Abz's
what? Fuck
fear of the
this.
deep sea would be, very much justified.
Hate
Yeah.
deep sea.
Imagine that. Imagine being in a submarine and just looking at some crazy shit, and you're just like, yeah, we're
Bro,
never
you
doing this
mad?
again.
They'd eat up the submarine.
That's what I find weird. How are you spending so much money? What have you found under the sea that's making you so terrified that you go and spend all your
Oh,
money
you're such a fool.
on
Steven.
space exploration?
You got that. That's.
It's not wrong.
NASA wasn't founded as an aquatic thing. It was all
No.
space.
No, but they started first researching aquatic things. Google, like, dude,
Well, I'm looking at it.
you've
it's
opened
a
one
theory.
web page.
It's a theory. That's another conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
It's
But
a
that's what I'm
theory that
saying.
NASA was brought,
What's wrong with ya?
for that? But it was actually founded in 1958 as a aerospace like division.
Okay. Anyways, moving on.
So you believe that's your theory? You believe
my
NASA
theory is that NASA started. Wait, okay. Whoever's exploring the oceans, yeah,
I don't think they can go that deep.
they're slacking because you've only explored 5%. Okay,
You
they
physically can't though.
Hold on.
The water
You
pressure.
you physically can't go that deep, but then you're somehow able to go into a vacuum in space.
No, but it's different though. You actually know the pressure for outside of like because once you leave your atmosphere, you know the pressure difference.
But
But
they've
when you
still-
go underwater,
they've still gone
the
down.
pressure just gets
And
more
also,
more.
it's like
So you
complete
can't control it.
darkness as well. You know,
Exactly.
like complete darkness.
There's no
get
stars
some
or sun.
get some LED.
No, man, it's not even that's not bright enough
Jeez.
because the water's so like dense as well. So the light won't reach that far either. It'll get like refracted.
That's weird, man. But then how do things survive? Like it's strange, man, because
No, but
things
those
are down
animals
there.
are like they're
They got night
adapted to
vision.
it though. They're adapted to that environment.
have you seen when they come out of the ocean and they look all like blobby, but then
Yeah,
when
they're
in the
see through and that. It's because for them to adapt to that pressure, they can't have a lot of body mass.
That's crazy.
Otherwise, they'll get crushed. So that's
Look,
why they're
whoever,
built like
whoever explores the oceans though, something must have freaked them out because 5% is a shit number.
something must-
Having only discovered
No,
5%.
100%. I think there's so much like.
How are you pouring more money into a space like research than?
I
than
think
water
it's
research?
purely just because.
I'd rather learn about space and
I'd rather learn about what is at our beaches.
Bro, the water is so much like the deep sea and going far like in water, and like I said, just closer to like this. Bro, this is again kind of linked to the hollow earth theory. To be fair, like you can't go that far into the center of the earth. Like we're literally on the crust. There's so much of like the earth's composition, including like loads of the water, that is just undiscovered. So there's 100% something there that is probably
you reckon
Mad.
you reckon Atlantis is real
Yeah, man.
under the sea,
Yeah.
like a lost city.
Yeah.
bro.
The
That they're
sea
probably
level-
way more scarier.
Yeah.
Probably like
But the
The whole
sea,
city just like sunk to the
yeah,
bottom of
bro.
the
The
ocean.
sea level has risen over
but that's
time. the
global
sea level-
warming, no?
No, but the theory isn't that a
You-
city
you know-
got
you know-
lost, though.
you know-
the theory is that city was like a alien civilization, like an advanced.
You know, in our
advanced
lifetime,
civilization.
Venice.
I
Like
think
fun
that's-
fact, in our lifetime, Venice will actually be fully submerged.
Mm.
You
As
know,
in, it would
like,
think.
you-
So say the same about the Maldives, isn't it? Sinking.
Yeah.
but
that's
it's
but
easy to prove that.
No,
But
the theory
that's
is
not down to
Atlantis was
that.
a, like advanced
Bro,
civilization, though.
But that's
They
down
had like
to
stuff that we've got now.
that's down to that's down to global warming.
Yeah,
That's down to the fact that the Earth's temperature is increasing. So obviously,
but that could be a conspiracy theory in itself.
what?
Well, global the weather.
Yeah,
Climate
Nah,
change is
bro,
fake, basically.
but-
That's a conspiracy theory.
the government control the
No,
weather.
I mean, I think, bro, I think you can kind of just like,
How can you tell?
bro, the Earth isn't the way people. I don't know, but I just feel like there might be. Something like that.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Well, that's us for
Well,
today.
that was abrupt.
Yeah.
Didn't even get to finish what I was saying. But anyway,
You
anyway.
can edit it. It's just because
Yeah.
we don't want to get.
Anyways,
Yeah.
No,
that was
no.
part 2 for conspiracy theory. I mean, I feel like it just flew. I feel like we
Yeah,
we're just chatting
proper
bare.
just- yeah, we just chat bears.
I hope you
But-
guys enjoyed that though.
Yeah.
It was yeah, that
It was,
Peace
part
out.
2 was requested, so yeah.
Fine.
Rage is like, I'm leaving. See you later.
But yeah, so guys, let us know what you thought of part 2. Was it better than part 1? Also,
And obviously, just let us know. Like, obviously, look, you won't have another episode with the 2 side characters again. So I
side characters. This is why I became the villain.
I'm
This is why
joking.
I'm seen as
You know them guys that say they're joking, but they're not joking.
I'm actually chatting shit.
Look at
I'm
this.
He
honestly-
is
I'm
not.
honestly-
main
Oh
character
my
syndrome,
days.
bruv.
He absolutely believes that he is.
I'm
the
playing off
beast.
the
Yeah,
comments.
anyways, let's wrap it up.
I don't.
Look, guys, don't forget like, comment, subscribe,
Comment, yeah.
Humble only.
You guys are
humble
important to
beginnings
us.
only.
Yeah. So,
and let us know what you want us to talk about next.
yeah, so it's been Abz.
Steven,
Main character.
All right, cool.
peace, and we're out.
See you later, guys.